Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are currently at Town Hall Level 6, and we've done a lot of videos and introductions on, how to build your base, what a base defense is, and important defense mechanisms, and that is very important. In fact, that's key, but we don't want to totally ignore the offensive aspect of the game. I thought now, before in between some of these building episodes, we would do some attack videos and attack tutorials because obviously attacking is definitely one of the most rewarding and fun things in the game. There are two different class or flavors, if you will, of attacks. One, raiding. Raiding is when you're only going after resources, and you don't really care so much about trophies, so you're not trying to star the base. You're not worried about taking all the defenses out, just enough to allow you to get in, hit, get the resources that you're looking for with a good return on your investment, and get out. The other type is, and we'll talk about it a little bit later, but not right now. I want to focus on raiding because raiding is about gathering resources. With that, you're going to want to run the cheaper units. I personally like to run barbarians and archers in mine, maybe with a few giants sprinkled in case there's some defenses that you want to take out, maybe a couple of wall breakers as well. And goblins. Goblins, of course, because they take down resources faster than anything else. So you're going to get a chance to see our composition army for raiding, and we're going to go through a couple of narrated raids so we can understand some of the principles important to maximize your return. So we'll be training up, and we'll be coming back shortly. So the way I'm queuing up my army in this particular case is kind of balanced between archers and barbarians. Essentially, I've got 30 of each, which is going to equate to 60. I have a total of 120 spots. I'm going to run, I think I'm running 9 giants, and that is 105, and then I'm running 6 wall breakers, which is another 12. I'm going to end up with a healing spell here. I didn't want that because I'm not going to use it. I'm just using an army that basically could be built with a level 5 town hall, 3 army bases, and at your default levels. Alright, well the first thing is we won't be needing our shield, so we're going to get rid of that. But here's our first base, and our first base has an obvious spawn hole in the top right of the screen. You'll see that the red circle surrounding the green in the top right of his base, that is a blatant spawn hole. It's a very bad thing to have in your base. To allow people to spawn right inside the walls, which negates completely your walls. So this is an easy base that you could take quick advantage of if he had enough resources. Unfortunately, he doesn't, so we're not going to be attacking this one. Now here's a pretty nice base. A good example of we're going to attack this base. A good attack plan for this is we don't care about the air defense because we don't have air units. We don't have healers at this particular level, but we want to take the mortar out first. Low levels is all about taking the mortar out first because the mortar will do splash or area damage, which can really decimate your infantry troops, such as barbarians and archers. So the first thing we're going to do is drop in a wall breaker. Now, as long as if there's nothing in between the wall and the spawn location, you can drop one wall breaker or any number of wall breakers in there, and they will detonate before the units have a chance to attack them. So you see we brought our wall breaker right in there, and we're dropping about 7 giants behind it, and they will go directly for the mortar, which is what we want taken down first. Now that the mortar's going down, we can drop our infantry in, and because infantry likes to group up, that's why you want to take out your mortars and your splash damage first, because it'll just really wipe them out. But the point damage, the point defenses, which basically do single target damage, you can easily overwhelm those, and that's what we're doing here. So that was an important aspect of this particular attack. It's good to put archers, and what we're doing now is we're dropping archers around the perimeter to help clean up. Had some of his archer towers or other point defenses been right up against the wall, which was completely exposed, then we can drop our archers in to help the giants take those defenses down faster. And we'll try to demonstrate that as we move forward. But you can see once the giants had the mortar down and we dropped our infantry in, the momentum was just completely in our way, and we're just going to make a good run of the base. This is a really good example of a base that can be attacked very efficiently using a giant and archer combination. Reason is because his point defenses are along the corners here, the archer towers. You can drop the giants in, probably drop them in right here, and there's some clan castle troops there. So why don't we do this? 4. I'm going to use 4, let them take care of the clan castle troops, but that should take down that one mortar, and then I'll drop a bunch of archers, about 7 or 8 there, and 7 or 8 there, and they will take down those archer towers really fast, and then it'll just be the cannon or 2 left. So relatively cheap. We spent 14 archers. We still got some baddies here tearing up our giants. Dude, I really don't think. Oh, those are some really high level archers that he's got. That's quite interesting. Okay, they're gone. As long as you put, you're going to attack the closest thing, so you put them just outside the walls, right next to the point defense, and it'll take it down really quick, really efficiently. We got 1 minute and 45 left. We still got off of this pretty cheap. I think we used, well, if we're looking at 9, we used 5 giants, but if we were at less than 9, we used less than that. And just a few, if it wasn't for the clan castle troops, which we really did make a mistake on in the beginning, the best way to do it would have been to drop some clan castle or a barbarian out here where I'm clicking, draw the clan castle troops over to the edge of the map, and then attack them with barbarians from there, and then go in with your giants. Instead, I put the giants in a little bit cavalier, and they got taken out. It's a good example of how not to attack. The attack itself was good, but we didn't clear the castle troops first, and that was something I continually struggle with doing. Alright, welcome back for another in our series of attacks. We're all trained up, have an army of 120. We'll go see what we can get into. Alright, this is a kind of a nicer base. A higher level base, I will say. I wonder... Looks like a lot of people have died to it. I don't want to take it on for a low level example. This is a really good base to check out. Now, I'm probably going to attack this from the top side because I want to go for the mortar first. That's always the key, right? So we're going to come in from the top right in a way, and we're going to put our, you'll see where we put our giant up a little bit more towards the town hall. They're going to go for the closest defense, which in this case, where we put them is going to be the mortar, and that's what we want them to take them out first. After we get the mortar down, then we're going to help support them with some archers on the south side of the base, or yeah, to take out those archer towers. So here we're going to do, and we're only going to need, I think, 1 wall breaker on this. I'm going in with 6 giants. This is an example. They're a little bit stronger than your average one. So, oh, and we have clan castle troops. I'm going to put some barbarians down to help them out. Again, I've made the mistake of not. I'm going to go really heavy with barbarians, to be honest. the mortar's down, so there's really no reason we should have to hold back, and I can drop some more archers in here to help with this archer tower. That's down. The other archer tower's down. The cannon's going down, and we pretty much own it. Used a few more troops than I should have. And again, I made a mistake in not checking for the clan castle troops. Hopefully I'll get it on video where I do check for the clan castle troops and they're there, and I can show you how to eliminate those fairly painlessly instead of having to react and overreact with more troops. Some nice bombs there.